Welcome back to week 8 of the Quake Pro League. Just finished our first set. We're jumping into another. I am 40 Lions joined by Flea, and right now we have RAISY versus Strongsage. Flea, I have to ask, can we get a clutch versus clutch? Can we get a mirror match for once in this league, please, and just see these guys go at it? I beg of you, please.
Just bend the rules for this one time.
Just one
right?
time. I just want to see it once.
No one tells sync error. We all pretend we didn't see anything, all right? So let's chat collectively. Because both of these players are quite well known for their clutch. First off, RAISY, I think by many considered to be the single best clutch player in the world. One of the few who still dares run him in the current meta because clutch, he may be able to take a lot of damage, but he's also a fridge and he's very easy to hit. So when you're out of control, you don't have that shield, you've got to be so careful. Now RAISY so far has gotten off to an excellent start to the season. 5 wins, 3-0 at that every single time, and just 1 loss. A repeat of the previous season's stage finals against Kilson.
Yeah, what a beast. And in before that, one person in chat is like, oh, I lost to Kilson, absolutely washed. Look at this guy losing to the reigning champion. His days are numbered, Flea. But anyways, insane track record right now for this season for RAISY. Again, as you mentioned, one of the best clutch players, if not the best clutch player in the world. Strongsage, up-and-comer, new to the league. Big challenge ahead of him. He's done okay. Not terrible. I mean, he's taken Kilson to the limits. He's kind of showed that he absolutely belongs here and he can take maps and maybe sets off everybody, but still a little shaky, still finding his feet. But again, this whole series begs the question, 1, is clutch allowed in? And 2, who's going to play him? As we take a look at the breakdown for Strongsage, again, playing less games than others, had a couple bye weeks. It's a rough start, but these are 1-2 losses. I mean, some of them have been extremely close as well, so it doesn't paint the full picture in my opinion.
It absolutely doesn't, right? 1 map win against Avec, against Kilson, against Zeniku. That clearly shows that Strongsage has tremendous potential. And indeed, as you mentioned yourself, he's only played 4 matches. So yes, he may be ranked in the last spot of the leaderboards for the time being, but that's also because everyone else has already played at least 6 games, whereas he's only up until 4 at this point. So that's surely still going to change.
Absolutely. But now is the time where we unveil the champ picks and we see, are we going to see the clutch? So please, production, without any further ado, let's see what we have between these two players. Survey says we got a clutch and Strongsage is going to be playing it. So Deep Embrace, Corrupted Keep, Molten Falls. Flea, I'll let you do the champ picks, but wow.
Clutch, indeed, coming out. Strongsage playing him on Deep Embrace, a map where the clutch can be very effective up against RAISY on the Doomslayer. And we've seen from Avec just moments ago how good that double jump can be. Now map 2, Corrupted Keep, RAISY will be running the Ranger, very consistent choice. And on the other hand, Strongsage is playing Strog. And Strog really shines on this map, in part because there's no railgun on the map, making it very difficult for players to take down that Peeker. And then lastly, Molten Falls, we are getting RAISY playing Nyx, a very nimble, very sneaky champion with that Ghost Walk, going up against Awoken, what am I saying? Against Galena with the totems.
It's all right. We both need to get a little coffee in us and get Awoken. It's fine. It's fine. But clutch versus Doom. And I got to think that RAISY is just completely fine with that. Because, again, you play the champ so much, you know the ins and outs, you know how to counter it. So I don't think he's worried, but I am very, very interested in seeing how Strongsage approaches this because he knows that he's going against the best clutch player. So I think maybe it's a little bit of a statement pick, too, where he's like, look, I'm putting my name in the hat for best clutch player. Sorry. All due respect, but here I am.
Yeah, so map 1, Deep Embrace, that's the one we're going to start it off with. That's the one that we are going to talk about now. And indeed, the clutch, it can work. It can work on this map. It can work so well, but it's risky. Or perhaps more so than on many other maps where we often see him. Like, for example, Blood Covenant is a map that you typically see a lot of clutch at. I mean, I say a lot, but among the few people who occasionally play him, Blood Covenant is a map that he often makes an appearance. Whereas this map, Deep Embrace, it's a little more risky. If you get out of control there, you don't have the shield available, you are so easy to hit, and yeah, it's just 2 layers across the whole map, small map, your opponent can be on to you at pretty much all times, so I don't know how Strongsage is going to do this.
Well, it's only up from here because a lot of people don't expect much. Looking at the predictions, 81% in favor of RAISY. They think that Strongsage has made a grave mistake, but we'll find out shortly if he has a little something up his sleeve. If he can make clutch work, especially on Deep Embrace against the best clutch player. Statement map. Again, I can't say it enough. This is absolutely a statement game for Strongsage. If he can somehow pull this off, I don't even know. I don't even know what happens after that. Do we give him like a medal? Like what happens? I don't know. We'll talk to Sync and everyone else at QPL. But like, yeah, this first map is going to really set the tone. And I'm excited to see him play clutch. I don't know. There's not much else to say. I'm just excited to see Strongsage take clutch against RAISY and see what he can do.
Same here. Now, also worth noting is that within the context of the Quake Pro League, these players have not yet played each other. So this is brand new in terms of statistics, in terms of background and experience. Let's see how this goes as we're starting it off on the perspective of RAISY.
Love to see it. First time encounter between these two. It's new, it's weird, it's different, it's exciting. And we are live here. RAISY grabbing all the weaponry he needs, just lacking an LG for now, and then he will be fully stacked with items and weapons. Using that double jump to navigate the map here, and now we're gonna slow it down. See if you can hear those gears grind on that clutch. Fantastic rail to open it up, and shield popped straight into LG, and wow, Strongsage with the dash into the rail, and another one off the spawn. RAISY already has to be careful here. Does grab the armor, drops right into the LG, and another quick one for Strongsage.
2 kills in just about 40 seconds. Not the opening that RAISY was hoping for. No delay between the major items. RAISY now currently lacking a lot of weaponry. Gotta be careful taking these fights. That's another big rocket. Strongsage's aim has been on point, but he gets floated as high as the map would allow right there. And now the stacks are very balanced. RAISY sitting on top. Got a good idea of where his opponent is at, but out comes the shield. RAISY dodging a lot of fire. That's good. Oh, but that movement though, Strongsage. Smooth on the robot.
Oh, the shotgun rail dash. I don't even know what's happening anymore. 3-0. RAISY getting so close to taking down this monster, and finally, with the shotgun double barrel up close. I can't help but think RAISY might be thinking, is this what it feels like sometimes? Still, a lot of game to be played, only trailing by 2, but first minute and a half, a bit stifling here from Strongsage.
After that first frag, RAISY basically threw himself at his opponent twice, breaking through on the third attempt. Now let's see if he can maintain control, if he can make something happen of those sacrifices of his. He is outstacked, but still willing to take the fight, knowing that he is going to be hitting
What a shot.
substantially more than his opponent, but that was just with the rail. And Strongsage closes it out. 3 points of a lead already.
Somehow still alive, and hits a rail as well, and this makes it a little bit more confusing. Okay, never mind, the LG. No stopping from Strongsage, even when he's down to 50 points or less. He's using that fridge to the best of his ability. 4-2, RAISY looking for a little bit more here. Here's the jump pad, grabs 225s, and there's the trap! Supplies! Strongsage gets another frag using that shield well, but now off the spawn. If RAISY can keep doing decent damage with these fights, even when the shield's popped, he's gonna get the refrag like that. He just needs to be able to get a clean frag so he's not constantly trailing, but RAISY, of all people, knows exactly how to play this, so just a matter of time before he gets his footing. Heavy going to Strongsage as RAISY doubles back for the Mega.
RAISY hitting close to 60% LG. Over 1,000 damage just with that weapon alone. But Strongsage slapping right back at him despite the size. It's that extra stack, the shield. I also like just the reservation. How reserved Strongsage is approaching this. He could have popped the shield, but he was just confident in his stack and his aim ability that he wouldn't need it, hanging on to it for the next fight or maybe to use it as an emergency failsafe. He's so deliberate with how he's been using it. Oh, the mining drill comes out. Looking to maybe get some damage with that extra distance. But it isn't enough, and RAISY stringing together a few nice rails here, starting to close the gap.
And now it's bad because 30 seconds of no shields, fresh off the spawn. RAISY just has to find him, and it could be curtains. There's the double jump mobility here. Strongsage needs to be careful. He might get floated here. Lots of LG into the rail, and that's exactly what RAISY needed. And he didn't take a ton of damage either, so he can double back for this heavy off a rocket jump. Nicely done, and he's going to catch him out again. This is bad for Strongsage. The shotgun finally coming through, but he was struggling there, Flea.
He sure was. Will the shield be enough? With the Mega, it will be. Oh, that's something we rarely see.
No!
Strongsage, straight up. No, but that was deliberate. He pressed escape and he hit respawn. That was a very, very deliberate suicide just to get a fresh spawn, different position, new stack. That was entirely calculated, and it's something you rarely see players do.
Yeah, but I don't know if he mistimed it or he just wanted to get the heavy, but it might not work out for him. RAISY is very weak, but you're absolutely right. Deliberate. Don't worry, Chad. He didn't fall down or anything. But taking a lot of damage right now. Still lacking his shield. Trying to hit these dodge rails. And he's doing a good job. And he might get pushed out, but the column saves him. The Mega's there as well. Now RAISY's reeling, trying to finish, and he does with the machine gun. Hanging by a thread.
I think Sinker has got to be pretty frustrated watching this. We've come so close to these ring outs, but somehow
he's begging right now.
None of that happens.
Usually he has a couple frags in one of these, but yeah. What a tease.
Not today. Strongsage clutching himself within confines of the map, staying out of those deep, watery depths of Awoken. But now RAISY down to just 5 points of health. He's got to make a run for it. A tickle of LG will be enough. Gets one health bubble, but I don't know if that's gonna save him. If Strongsage decides to drop for this, he's gonna get the frag. There we go. We'll close it out.
RAISY made him work for it for sure, trailing 2, close to 6 minutes in. And I don't want to jinx anything here, Flea, but a lot of people, their empires are going to be crumbling in Twitch chat here. Potentially, the Strongsage is making a great display here against RAISY on map number 1, I think shocking a lot of people.
Going in for the aggressive push and the rail. RAISY, I don't think... Oh, that health bubble. The health bubble ended up saving him. If he hadn't picked up that 25 health, Strongsage would have won right then and there. But a robot gets the quick refrag. So fast, so quick around the map if you know how to use him well. And RAISY taking an LG fight, but he's got that shield to contend with. Shield is gone, and RAISY, nice, pins him against the side of the map.
Yeah, that LG push just clips the pillar, and he was going to try and grab the Mega, already denying the 225s. It was well played from Strongsage with the push from the LG. Betrayed him, Lee. And now RAISY has the heavy as well. No shield up for Strongsage, just trying to dodge. Hitting some rails as well, but he's so extremely weak. And here comes the... Okay! But I thought that may have been a gauntlet, but RAISY had the LG out. Still gets the frag, ties it at 10, 7 minutes in.
I don't know if this is the situation in which RAISY wants to go for a gauntlet. This is not a clean, not a comfortable victory by any means whatsoever. 10 to 10, all tied up. This is a very high-scoring game. Strongsage walks away with the heavy. Nice. LG on LG. And I think the biggest downside there for is that Strongsage actually ended up burning the shield in the final second before his death. Won't have it up for another half a minute or so. And that gives RAISY an opportunity to be aggressive, to try and bully him, but no, kind of messes up the punches, doesn't succeed at stealing away the heavy. And Strongsage giving another lifeline here.
Yeah, unfortunate there. RAISY trying to get under the hood with those big ol' hands of his, but nothing doing. Clutch able to plant him 11 to 11 right now as RAISY trying to back away, keep some distance, has the LG out. Only the LG to work with besides machine gun, so not a great position here. As he's waiting from down below, but the LG buzz is going to give him away. Strongsage drops down, tries to get a rocket here. Mega to his back. Can he get back to the heavy in time? Lots of mobility here as RAISY waiting on that campfire. It looks like no contest, at least this time. Minute 30, tie game. Both players have their abilities up just in case. Great rail, there's the shield popped. A little bit of insurance, he's going to miss the rail, so this is more of a defensive shield, doesn't get a lot of damage off of it, and this is a big opening for RAISY, knowing that about 30 seconds, 40 seconds he has to try and play as aggressive as he wants. Misses with that opening rail, that could have been huge. Needs to chip away at this damage. There's stack here, good return rail. Now RAISY on the back foot, oh my god, right through the legs it looked like.
These flyby rails by Strongsage have been huge. Oh, a big rocket as well. This is a great opportunity for him. RAISY still hanging around and so patient on that rail. It's another one of the spots.
Wow!
Oh, Strongsage! RAISY dodges the damage of the spawn, but there comes the shield. Strongsage a little messy on the cleanup with those shoddy blasts. RAISY needs to land the shot now. He needs to clean it up if he wants to have a shot at securing this, and indeed he does. 2 frags, half a minute, it's close, it's tight, but RAISY still has an angle, still has a shot at bringing this one back.
RAISY just went full Jiffy Lube with those hands, almost getting the frag. Pulling out the internals here, but now he's struggling. 15 seconds, he has to find Strongsage twice.
I don't think so. The defensive play. Out come the rockets. RAISY, the LG is good, but he needed just a little more, and now Strongsage is gonna disappear. He knows he can force out the respawn. And that, I think, is our first upset of the day. Strongsage claiming clutch against the Grandmaster himself and saying, I am going to make a statement here, and make a statement he did.
What a statement. Chat is in shambles right now. We're astonished, but this is what we were talking about. We already knew that Strongsage has the ability to take a map off of anybody, but to come into Deep Embrace, where Clutch is not played a lot, play Clutch against RAISY and still win, what more of a statement, like what more do you need to start putting respect on this kid's name? Good Lord.
I think if there's any daughters still in chat, anyone who still underestimates the skill of this new generation of Quake players, well, this should put it all to rest. Those rails, you can make a highlight reel just of Strongsage shots this matchup.
That's absolutely insane. We're taking a look at the highlights from map number 1. Just really, really well played from both players. RAISY had the ability to almost bring it back. Look at all these punches just chipping away, and finally, Strongsage is able to swat the fly with a double barrel. 15-12 is the final score. You're not going to see that often, especially when playing Clutch into RAISY. But yes, that is the breakdown. It is real. This is happening.
Indeed it is. As we are moving into map 2 any moment now. Map 2 is going to be Corrupted Keep. No railgun at play, and we saw quite a lot of rail being used by Strongsage, so who knows how that is going to affect his game. He will have Strog to work with, so again, he's got that crouch slide mobility so fast around the map. He's got the passive of picking up the health files each frag he gets, and then he's got the peeker that he'll be able to deploy much more easily and with greater certainty because there is no rail to counter it. And on the other hand, RAISY will be running the Ranger, and 40, you had a lot of good things to say about Ranger earlier.
I mean, Avik put on the masterclass with the ability to use misdirection, aggressive play. It's a little bit different on Corrupted Keep, especially against a peeker, because the peeker around the corner deploying as you're falling, it is tricky as well. I still lean a little bit towards Ranger players aside, just in terms of raw ability, capabilities with the tool set. But we'll see. I mean, Strongsage just beat RAISY with Clutch, so what the hell do I know? It doesn't matter what champ he's playing. He's got a very diverse champ pool, and this is an exciting series already. Momentum firmly on Strongsage's side, but I'm just still astonished at map number 1. That's going to be one that I'm definitely going to go back and watch later, because what a performance from Strongsage.
Absolutely, the man has made a mark, and now he's hoping to topple RAISY, the man who came in second in the previous stage finals and who is currently ranked 3 in the global leaderboards. What an upset that would be. RAISY ranked 3, Strongsage all the way at the bottom, ranked 16th. If he can walk away with the victory on not just that first map, but on any of the coming 2, that is going to be huge.
Absolutely. And taking a look at the predictions that have disappeared now, it looked like people were still on RAISY's side, about 77% last I saw with the predictions. So they're not convinced, Flea. Maybe it'll take another map. We'll see what Strongsage has in store. RAISY looking to bounce back. I'm sure he was not happy with map number 1. But it's a new map. It's a new day. We're going to be live on Corrupted Keep here shortly. Ranger versus Strog, map number 2 between these two competitors.
Let's get into it. Starting off, on Strongsage's point of view, very quick to secure the heavy and apply pressure. Oh, I like what he did there. Very often, players who spawn at heavy kind of struggle to get their hands on the LG, but Strongsage just absolutely bulldozed his way on there. And it looks like we're immediately getting a confrontation. Strongsage having a major stack advantage, and RAISY overstaying his welcome.
Yeah, gets caught out there. Didn't really expect that huge burst of damage. A little bit of peeker as well. Pays the price. Now he might get floated. That's so much damage. And again, Strongsage takes him down.
50% LG from Strongsage already. Good start. RAISY will be able to claim the heavy. He's now making his way over to the Mega, has already spawned. He just wants to get the LG to work with, but that leaves him in a pretty precarious position. Not easy to escape from behind that statue. 2 more bullets will do it. Or maybe a bit of peeker action, but Strongsage actually, oh, risky.
Oh my god, yep. Peeker to the face will do it.
That was so risky because Strongsage hadn't cleared the doorway just yet, was still in view of RAISY. But the damage came through just in time.
Now the game's slowing down as RAISY's like, enough of this. I don't like this. 3 down. Trying to position here for the Mega, very sneaky, just right under.
Mega spawns, Strongsage. Oh, will be the one to take it, but there is RAISY out of absolutely nowhere. Strongsage left on just 6 points of health, but look at how much of his stack RAISY lost. It felt like that would have been a clean kill for RAISY in the end. Just one little shot would do it, but Strongsage, with that peeker, the perfect defensive play, forcing RAISY away.
Yeah, just really well done to recover there, but he might go down here as he keeps taking these machine gun fights, trying to keep RAISY low, but doesn't have the stack for it. RAISY, hard-earned Mega, is able to take this one. I believe has enough time after this light armor to make a mad dash to the heavy, and look at that dire orb play, absolutely catching Strongsage off guard before the heavy. What a great play there from RAISY.
Yeah. I think RAISY's gonna think finally after that one, because he's had some opportunities to get that first frag, and now he is on the board. Oh, that's a good bit of damage as well. Strongsage now realizing just how visible he was to the heavy machine gun. RAISY deciding to prioritize the Mega, realizes that with the speed that Strongsage has at his disposal, he can't really trap him there effectively. And so he just goes and denies the major items. And now, finding a better opportunity for perhaps a frag, out comes the orb. There we go. This time around, the peeker unable to save Strongsage. RAISY already on top of him and makes it rain.
Oh!
Oh,
Strongsage sneaks his way onto the LG and just gets it out in time to melt RAISY. I'm sure he didn't expect that as he was getting good damage, but that's a big frag there for Strongsage.
I like how you called that sneak, as if he didn't just walk into the room holding down fire with the plasma gun
As
all
loud
the
as
way
he
until
possibly
he's-
could. Very ninja-like play here as the dire orb comes flying past him, the machine gun with the air rockets, and it's finally enough. RAISY down to 3 HP, able to get that frag back, but you're absolutely right. That was the noisiest way to do it, and he still made it work.
He sure did. Now RAISY, oh, little strange situation
Oh my God.
out of the teleporter right there, and yeah, Strongsage. Good use of that ability. Still in the lead, 2 frags up. He's so weak, so low. RAISY might be able to close it out. Yeah, Strongsage found a little bit of health. Mega isn't up just yet, so RAISY can't just jump on it. Still has to be a little careful here.
Big damage there with the dire orb, but RAISY's so weak, 8 HP. Strongsage with about 50, and now he has a Mega, and RAISY just hoping for these 225s. It's still not going to heal him by a lot. An additional 25. The LG plants him back down to 29. The peeker again. This time, at least doesn't get slapped in the face, but machine gun from peeker will be able to take him down, and surely this is going to be a refrag here. Strongsage is down to mere nothing. Scraps flee as RAISY just desperately trying to find him, and he's going to go for the light armor instead.
What an upset it would be for the if RAISY doesn't just lose a matchup where Clutch is involved, but then also goes on to drop the keep. That would be quite something. And RAISY now aggressive on the push. Strongsage unable to get away. And that's a very apt timing for RAISY to get that frag just before the heavy spawns. Good use of the orb as well. There we go. Starting to close the gap. 10 seconds before Mega. RAISY's got all the advantage to work with. Stack, weaponry. And he's got position on the Mega as well. But still, he's got to be careful. That heavy machine gun, it shreds. Jesus.
Absolutely shredding, as you said, through RAISY, and it's unfortunate. Had him dead to rights with the LG, but too strong from Sage here. It's 2 up. And what a world it would be. RAISY losing not only 2 in a row, but losing against a clutch, and then RAISY's keep is gone.
Yeah.
What is happening, Flea?
But it ain't over just yet. Not at that point. RAISY holding his ground. Showing some heavy machine gun action of his own right there. Oh, Strongsage. He was hoping to get a bit of free damage, but RAISY was ready for him, retaliated immediately, and ties it all back up, 7-7 with 4 minutes left on the clock.
Ooh, and that drop down was actually kind of worth it. He was going to run into a lot of LG, so fortunate there. But now he catches Strongsage off guard. There's a Dire Orb into more LG, taking the lead. Rare footage of RAISY actually angry here.
Sure kind of seems like it. Oh, Strongsage. Fraction of a second too early to pick up the Mega right there. And that will leave it for RAISY, who uses that extra stack. Get himself another frag, but this is risky. Yeah, RAISY lost a lot of his health and armor right there. He was making his way over to the Heavy, but still, Heavy wasn't up for another 7 seconds, and Strongsage came barreling down on top of him with that starting stack. And that will be a frag that RAISY drops. I like what he tried to do. Sneak in through the window from the side, hope that Strongsage initiates the kamikaze mode, and then just get on top of him, but Strongsage a little more reserved than that, holding on to the peaker fire. But now RAISY, right back at him. Still 2 frags in the lead. Mega up next. 3 seconds away. Strongsage doesn't even need it. Get himself that frag. Now he's got max health to work with. Doesn't have all the armor to his name, but still plenty to pressure RAISY here. Gets another frag. This is such a back and forth matchup, 40.
Absolutely ridiculous. Tied at 10, 8 minutes in here. Trying to fend him off with the plasma and at least take down the peaker. RAISY survives now, grabs the light armor. Does get bullied off the Mega. Wants a little bit more, wants to do some damage. Machine gun on machine gun again. Strongsage just showed that he is quite the aficionado with that weaponry, as RAISY has to back away, and now he's trying to play for the Heavy. There's the dive down from Strongsage. Good rocket, 30 HP. Can RAISY burn it? And he can't! He can't steal the Heavy away. Loses by 1 frag down now, and this is so dangerous. As RAISY does have rockets, but really nothing else to work with.
This is scary if you're a Maestro fan. Strongsage not in the best position. RAISY actually going up with the orb, and
no.
It backfires. I kind of feel like, I mean, there's been a few frags that RAISY has gotten by using the orb 40, but there's also been multiple that he dropped by putting himself in a bad position by relying on the orb, which is one example of it. And now Strongsage doing a lot to deflect RAISY right there. Big stag advantage. 10 seconds before Mega spawns. RAISY, this is so risky for him. He needs huge rockets before this item spawns. So messy, and Strongsage with the switch to the shoddy gets a 3-point lead with a minute left to go.
This is incredible right now, what we're witnessing. RAISY down by 3. I like the Dire Orb play a lot, covers a lot of ground here, and now he has Strongsage stuck, but the problem is he doesn't have the weaponry. He's got to push with the shotgun. The LG is going to keep him at bay. Through the telly, surprises him a little bit and gets the frag. 2 frags, 30 seconds. Do you believe, Flea? This is, after all, RAISY's keep, or at least one time was known as RAISY's keep. He's going to be able to drop down and potentially get the Mega, and that's going to burn more time. Rocket jumps back up, and now Strongsage is going to play that defensive game in the banana, and off he goes. He's out of there.
And he's got the crouch slide to work with as well. I like the pathing right there. RAISY catches him, though. Gets the frag, 10 seconds. RAISY, not a lot of stack to work with. Tries to force out the respawn in the position he wants, but doesn't get it. Will call GG, and that, ladies and gentlemen, marks Strongsage taking down the Maestro RAISY.
Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. There's empires shattered in chat. Nobody believed, really, I don't think. I didn't know that it was going to be 2-0. I didn't know that. Absolutely insane. So now is the time. Now is the time where people start being like, okay, that guy's pretty good. Like, you can't take it away from him anymore. There's no more excuses. Insane play from Strongsage.
Absolutely is. Strongsage played phenomenally well. Just look at the overview right there. Damage favoring him, items slightly favoring RAISY. But Strongsage, he got himself on a roll. Excellent use of the abilities, although, you know, there were some mistakes being made by both of these players. I still generally feel that Strongsage got more out of the Peeker than RAISY did out of that orb.
Yeah, just insane plays there. RAISY tried to use the orb a lot, I feel like, to surprise, and sometimes it didn't really work out and actually cost him a couple frags. So unfortunate there as we look at the breakdown from Corrupted Keep. Very, very close matchup. Strongsage able to barely sneak that one away, slide away, if you will, with the victory. 2-0 in this set against RAISY after map 1, taking clutch up against RAISY on Deep Embrace. What a showing, and we still have a third map between these two, Flea. We're spoiled. Second set of the day, and we're absolutely spoiled.
We sure are. The final map of this series, even though it's already a victory for Strongsage, will be Molten Falls, where we were getting RAISY running the Nyx, going up against the Galena being played by Strongsage. Interesting matchup. Not one that we frequently see on this map, right? Molten Falls. See a lot more Visors, see a lot more very fast champions. Anarchy, we see some Sorlag, you see Slash a whole lot, but Galena versus Nyx, not a common matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. I feel like RAISY has a lot of rage built up too. I mean, I could just be, you know, I don't know. I can't say for sure. He does stay very cool and collected, but you kind of saw some moments there where you're like, is Strongsage getting under his skin a little bit? Like there's something there. So we will see how he approaches map number 3. He has to do his best to reset. Again, it always sucks losing a series, especially when you're on a hot streak that RAISY was. It's quite the upset from Strongsage with still a map to go. Shouts to Effortless and chat for always believing. And I think it was Yup that actually said, what if Strongsage is Rafa's son and no one knows? I love chat sometimes. Sometimes it's fantastic to read some of the comments. So map number 3 underway shortly here between these two. RAISY has just a lot of rage inside, I'm sure. Again, I don't know. That's all just assumptions, right? I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I know a lot of chat and their loss of points. They're raging right now, and it's great. I love to see that too, because I'm a terrible person. So,
Fordy, I'm gonna put you on the spot because we've talked about RAISY and the rage.
Sure.
Gauntlet, yes or no?
Oh,
are we gonna see the gauntlet on the final map?
I would love to see it, and I almost expect it. At this point, I feel like RAISY has to, for everybody's honor. We'll see. Map number 3 is live between RAISY and Strongsage right now, and we're going to start off on Strongsage as he's on a bit of a hot streak in this set.
We just changed the prediction from win or loss to whether there's going to be a gauntlet frag or not. So let's see. Starting it off, once again, Strongsage's point of view. He gets the heavy to start off with and immediately goes to hide one of those totems. Doesn't want to hang on to it. Just wants to get that overstack going as fast as he can. I think both players have now completed their arsenal of the Unholy Trinity. So no weapon deficits on either side. Oh, Ghostwalk already comes out to play. RAISY so aggressive, steals it away. Takes a lot of damage though. The LG is on point. Gets away with the frag. Very risky opener from RAISY. But then again, what do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just throwing everything he can. Why not? Does need to be careful though, as he's caught out. Strongsage just lying in wait. Does have the LG to swap to at the last minute, and he will as he drops down. RAISY missing with the rockets, and there's the tying frag.
Ghostwalk still 10 seconds away from being up during that encounter, so RAISY really didn't have anywhere to go. Tried to do as much damage as he could, but ultimately the element of surprise proved to be too great. Strongsage from above, taking both the frag and the heavy.
Be healed in the power of the ancients.
Grabbing a bit of a rail, nice totem spot there.
Yeah.
Strongsage as he's coming in hot, needs to be careful. LG on LG, RAISY trying to dance all day, doing so much damage.
Power, heal you.
Strongsage will decide to totem, come back, and he's going to prioritize the light before the heavy. I like that play, as he does have the time. RAISY went for the mega, and now needs to be careful with the jump pad, but he's fully aware of what's going on.
Strongsage at this point is also acutely aware of the fact that if he ends up dropping a few frags against RAISY, this is going to be a mountain to climb because he is so much slower than that Nyx, so much less nimble, and then there's the Ghostwalk as well. So if RAISY gets the lead, Strongsage is going to be in so much trouble trying to claw it back from him, and that is part of why he's playing such a conservative, passive game right now. Just really waiting until he has those totems up, not risking the overextension. He wants to have that base, that foundation to build up and to fall back on if things do go wrong.
It's down. RAISY needs to be careful. Big rockets, and oh my god, bigger rockets from RAISY there as he plants Strongsage. Strongsage does still have overstack. He's on fire right now, and this could be big damage if RAISY's not careful. He's just going to push on through. Doesn't drop down, does take out one of the totems with a face check here. Just missing out on that rail, wants a little bit more damage, but Strongsage could chase this up the jump pad, and he actually will. Wants to re-up on LG, or actually get his first LG, as he was using Plasma before. Needs to be careful around the corner, but he's showing no fear right now. Pushing his way onto this Mega and hitting a great rail, and can he follow up? No, the angle's gone. What a play here. It needs to be careful. Oh no! Too much stack.
Where am I?
Wow. RAISY balls of steel.
RAISY's rockets have been his saving grace this map, I feel like. It's been caught in a bad position more than once, but the rocket damage has really helped him stay into this. And the rocket preventing Strongsage from getting out of the room, and then the quick flink to the rail to secure himself the frag. There we go, RAISY finally happens upon those two hidden totems. Gotta be careful though. Got the Ghost Walk, will pop it, racing for the Mega. Can he get there first? No. Good decision not to drop down. That's that experience on RAISY's end, just showing.
Strongsage is getting so frustrated, you could tell, just trying to swat the fly that is Nyx. Getting so much damage, but RAISY able to bully his way onto items, steal him with 20, 25 HP, and then Ghost Walk and restack, and that is just incredibly frustrating. Strongsage trying to find a frag to pull this within one right now. Gonna go up the jump pad. Might not be the best idea against RAISY's LG. Takes so much damage, needs to be careful. Luckily for him, RAISY, a merciful god, will allow the clean Mega pickup, and now it's gonna be a fight over the heavy.
This has also got to be mentally tough on Strongsage. There was a moment for the not too long ago where he was in full control, overstacked 3 totems up, both major items in his favor, and then he lost it all in one bad rocket engagement. And now RAISY is just dominating these fights, and Strongsage knows time is running out and he's got to chase down a Nyx.
Woo! Even after that combo, RAISY's able to survive and just go pick up Mega, and again, frustration's mounting. You're absolutely right. He was sitting pretty. It was a tie game, maybe trailing by 1, still had overstack, and now it's just all gone.
Yeah. That's a lot for him to rebuild. Not that much time to do it in. Still 4.5 minutes, so 4 frags is totally doable, but this is RAISY we're talking about. Defensive powerhouse, can play so sneaky. And let's see if Strongsage is prepared to deal with that.
RAISY doing a great job of just staying away, not giving him any opportunities to take damage, let anything crazy happen. He wants to take this map. But what a world it would be if Strongsage can come back for the 3rd map to take a 3-0 from a 4 frag deficit. That would be the stamp on this already well-deserved victory. But RAISY looking too strong right now, using that wall jump beautifully, using the Ghost Walk beautifully. Oh, and the rockets are gorgeous. Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah. Just a minute ago, I was talking about how decisive RAISY's rockets have been, and there we go once again. 2 100s in a row, and now the LG falls just short. Strongsage able to kind of stack himself back up with some health bubbles, small armors around the map. That netted him the victory in that engagement, but the American needs so much more than that 1 frag 40.
A lot more work. Just grab the light armor, has a totem in the pocket, and already a totem established. Here's the heavy pickup, so he has the timing. Now he can make a mad dash to the Mega and try and get back some of this map control. But again, time is an issue. 3 minutes left going against a Nyx on a map as big as Molten Falls. And we've already seen how many times the Ghost Walk has saved RAISY's life. It's only going to become more annoying as time is ticking. So a lot of pressure right now on Strongsage, Flea.
I mean, we know RAISY's game plan, right? Play passive, hold the angles. Rail is the first line of defense. If Strongsage gets close enough, he goes for the rockets. And then out comes the Ghost Walk. Depending on how much damage he's dealt with the rockets, either he sticks around, tries to get the frag, or he just disappears completely. Strongsage needs to just do a phenomenal amount of damage upon entry if he wants to turn the tide.
Missing with the opening of the rail. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. RAISY able to hit his and now put on some aggression with the LG. And look at that rocket jump back up. RAISY fears nothing.
RAISY just wants to drive this one home. The series haven't gone his way, but this final map sure looks like it will. He is teaming right now, 40.
So much LG.
Push them up the stairs, out and away. RAISY with the lightning gun. A sight to behold indeed.
Absolutely. Absolutely insane LG from RAISY right there. With a minute and a half, this one's pretty much done. That's a fantastic rail. Totem goes down for Strongsage as he wants to try and fight for this mega, but has to think twice. And so RAISY able to bounce back on map number 3, kind of establish map control, great aim. Great battles at both Mega and Heavy. But you can't help but wonder, like, where was that a little bit on map number 1 and 2? I think Strongsage was just able to outclass him a little bit as the games are close, and right now he's going to pay the price. And now do we see a gauntlet? There's a minute left. You have the victory. Maybe we'll see it now. I'm not saying that it should happen. I'm saying that it absolutely could happen.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you're saying like you want it to happen.
I always want gauntlet kills. I always want gauntlet kills.
Let's see if RAISY can make it happen. What if Strongsage does it? Strongsage gets the gauntlet.
That's just disrespectful then.
Yeah. Here we go. Strongsage pushing in a rail. But at this point, 5 frags, 20 seconds to do it in. Mathematically impossible. RAISY can just delay the respawn, pop that Ghost Walk. And that will save him. So Strongsage, well-deserved 2-1 victory with the final map going in favor of Maestro RAISY.
Fantastic display from Strongsage. Quite the upset, I'd say. The first official game for these two in Quake Pro League. Strongsage able to take it. And I think it's just even more impressive using Clutch versus RAISY on Deep Embrace and able to win that one. RAISY able to bounce back and win map number 3, but Strongsage puts a halt to his hot streak, so shouts to him. I feel like a big statement series there from Strongsage. Well played.
Absolutely. RAISY, 5 wins in a row. Started off his first week by losing to Kilson, but after that he has clean sweeps over every opponent he's come across up until he met Strongsage today. And Strongsage makes a stand for the newest, latest generation of Quake Champions players and walks away with his 2nd win, I believe, of the season.
Absolutely, yeah. And it is a testament to you can come into this game a little bit later than other people and still, you know, put in the work and make it happen. So I think that's what's fantastic to see from some of the younger players, especially Strongsage. I think the youngest, absolutely the newest to the Quake Pro League. I think it's great to see. Shouts to RAISY for being able to bounce back on map number 3 and still say, you know what, calm down, youngin', all right? You got a long way to go. But still, fantastic display from Strongsage as we take a look at the breakdown from map number 3 on Molten Falls. Amazing set.
Absolutely, and plenty more amazing games to come, 40. This is only match 2 out of the 7 that we have got in store for us today. And just look at those kill numbers again. Those were some high fragging games. 12 to 15, 12 to 13, both in the double digits. Love to see it.
Yep, those are some slugfests right there. So, series number 2 is done. I clearly need more coffee. I don't know about you, Flea, but let's take a quick break and we'll come back. We still have 5 sets to go. It's a long day and there's no supervision, so it's gonna get weird. Hang in there, chat. We'll be back after a short break with more Quake.